Hello, you join me in my pod. And the past 2-3 weeks have been hectic, let me tell you. The plan yesterday evening was to read and enjoy my life. And I really need this plot to progress. Sometimes I read half a book. This week I've read about 3/4 of a book. Hello, welcome to a weekly reading vlog where I'm going to show you how many pages I realistically read in a week as a slow reader. Now, I'm coming at you after this vlog has been filmed and almost edited because I watched it back and I thought, oh, these poor people need some context. If they're going to watch this, they need some context, let me tell you. Now, for my birthday, I got a new camera, so I'm figuring out how to use this Osmo Pocket 4. But also, this is my first time doing proper long form content. I gave it a shot last year, but those videos are now gone. They will not see the light of day. You will not be able to find them anywhere. So this vlog is definitely a learning curve. I think by the end I get a lot better at it, but bear with me. I would appreciate your patience. I hope you enjoy it. Let me tell you about what we are reading in this vlog very quickly. We are reading Homebound by Portia Elan, and that is all I'm going to tell you because I don't want to spoil it and I want you to continue watching this vlog, but it's an interesting read. In this vlog we also kick off with a work trip to London. Yes, we stay in a little capsule hotel down in London, but as I said, please bear with me, I am learning here. I start to get a little bit more loosey-goosey as the vlog goes on. Hello, you join me in my pod. I'm going to speak very quietly because although it's only 20 to 7, I don't know what these other people's timelines are around me. They might be snoozing right now, so I'm going to be respectful because you need to be respectful in these kind of places. You might hear a little fan going because I've got the aircon on top notch, and guess what? It is icy cold in here and I'm absolutely buzzing about that. I'm going to try and set you down in a minute, but I am already loving this pod so much more than the one I stayed in last week. The one I stayed in last week was boiling hot. It was cheaper than this one. It just was not the vibe. I put some clips in there, but that's pretty much it. I can't lie. Let me spin it around, see if I can show you. So that is pretty much it. Little space to store things, like your temperature controls. There's your door with a mirror, towel. That's pretty much it. I am so aware that for some people this is their absolute worst nightmare, but for me, I quite enjoyed this. I think it's quite lovely. I love a cozy little space, and I'm going to do a lot of reading tonight. Normally when I come to London I'll book myself a theatre show, but I was in London last week for 2 nights and I went to 2 different shows. I went to see Beetlejuice the musical and Hercules the musical, so I'm a bit theatred out because Zach and I, my boyfriend, also went to see Jinx Monsoon on Friday. So the past week I've had 3 theatre trips, so I'm feeling a little bit theatred out, I won't lie to you. But yeah, like I said, my plan for this evening is to go out soon and get some dinner. I might go to Whole Foods or something along those lines, I'm not too sure yet. I need to do a little bit of work. There's a really cool lobby here with a little bar, well, not really a bar, vending machines, but loads of cool vending machines. So I'm going to go there, do that, do a bit of work, maybe do some writing, some editing, and just enjoy my evening really. But welcome to my little pod. I'm quite a big fan. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm quite a big fan. Oh, actually, before I go, let me tell you about my book. Let me grab it quickly. There it is. Homebound. I started it on the train. I got 27 pages through. I think I had some calls on the train and some work to do, etc, but I got 27 pages through, and do you know what? I'm enjoying it so far. It's interesting. There's kind of 2 timelines going on. There's 1983, where we meet a character who is learning all about computers for the first time, and we find out someone in her life that inspired her to, work with computers has just passed away 37 days ago. And then on the other hand, we shoot all the way forward to, I think, 2586 is the year, and the Earth is basically a big ocean. There's not much dry land, and we're following an old lady who has a boat and she scavenges under the water for things, and then she goes and sells them and she has a debt to pay off. That is what we know so far, and I think that's a really interesting concept. Now, I know the blurb of this kind of said a game that lasts 500 years, so I'm fascinated to see what the game part is all about, because I think that could be a really interesting dynamic of that plot. But yeah, 27 pages through. I'm going to read a bit more tonight, but first of all, I think I'm going to go check out the toilet and shower facilities and then head out. I'm staying in like the heart of Soho, so I'm sure I'll find dinner around here somewhere, but I'm craving a Whole Foods kind of vibe. So yeah. Good morning from inside the pod. Hello, I hope you're well. It was an okay sleep. I woke up a few times at like 2 a.m. and then 4 a.m. But I didn't want to get up in the end. It's so lovely in this pod. Like, I know some people are going to call me crazy, but this is so cozy and so I've just had a lovely time. I've just been to the washroom and had a shower, brushed my teeth, done my skincare, so I feel ready for the day. What is the time? 8:39, and I need to leave here about 9, but I think I'm going to get out early, go and get a coffee, get an iced latte, oat milk, a bit of vanilla syrup in there I think, and then head to the shoot location. Maybe I'll get like an almond croissant. Maybe. I do need to be good though. Maybe I should have some fruit or something. Who knows? I would give this place probably an 8 out of 10. This place is called Other Wonder in Soho. This upper single nest was £65 for the night, which in my opinion is very, very good comparatively to what else they're charging for in London for the most basic dirty hotel room. My net plan now is to head to my shoot. I'll film little bits and bobs of the day. We're filming with some really cool influencers and creators today, and I can't wait to meet them. I met them all last week, but we're working with Mason Blake, who is this incredible TikTok and Instagram creator. His whole thing is like being Delulu. We're working with Joe Baggs. You might know Joe Baggs if you're based here in the UK. And we're working with Molly Smith, the Love Island All-Stars winner. So it's going to be a fun day of filming. I'm going to get coffee, come with me, and I'm thrilled about this pod. I'm definitely coming back. Hello. You and I have not caught up since this morning when I was inside my pod. I'm actually back in Leeds now. I tried to get some footage of the shoot, but it was so quick. We were just ba 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 ba. I was so busy. I just didn't basically. But it was really fun. We started the day in a pub, doing a little content shoot, and then we moved to the Boots store on Oxford Street. And it was really good. Luckily, it finished a lot earlier than everyone expected, just because we were flying through it, and then they forgot that they had some like extra bits to film with one talent that I wasn't involved with. So I managed to get off at like 1:45, I think it was. So I caught an earlier train home. I purchased like you can like change your train times. It was in like a tenner. I thought I'm gonna get home about 6 hours before I was meant to. I was meant to get home at like 9 p.m. tonight, and it's just turned 5 or 6, and I'm home, which is thrilling. I also read a lot more of my book on the train. Now, it's good. I'm not sure about what the plot is yet. We've definitely got two very distinct kind of storylines, but we're starting to see little bits and bobs come together. Like, there's a robot in the sort of very, very future storyline, and then we learn about some kind of like hidden thing. I'm not going to spoil anything because it is fascinating, but yeah, I want to know more about the plot. Right now it feels like I'm reading two separate books, and just learning about people, which that's always good. I love to learn about people, but give me a bit of plot. We're like 60 pages in now. But now I'm going to go for a shower because I feel so sweaty. Something about public transport, going on the tube, getting on a train, getting on a bus to my house, like it just makes me a little bit sweaty and a little bit smelly. So I want to refresh because Zach is going out tonight to watch the football. I have no interest. I'm sorry to say I have no interest. So I'm going to sit at home, watch some TV. I've got some RuPaul's Drag Race to catch up on. And I'm also going to read my book. So yeah, I'm going to go for a shower now, and I will talk to you very soon. Happy Thursday, you absolute lovely lot. I hope you're all good. Now, I am having an absolutely lovely day. Let me tell you all about it. Today is one of those days that I describe as sort of peak Kenny. I am working from home, which first of all, big tick, love that. Work is pretty good, nobody's bugging me, it's not crazy busy, again, love that. The weather is absolutely beautiful. I've got the back doors open into our little courtyard garden. The sun is shining, but it's not too warm, it's just chef's kiss. And I'm having just the absolute loveliest day. Like, it doesn't get any better. Peak Kenny, absolutely peak Kenny. Now, I thought I'd pop in, have a little chat with you and talk about books, life, all that kind of stuff from yesterday. The plan yesterday evening was to read and enjoy my life and get loads of pages done and just be that productive man, and it absolutely did not happen. I crashed. Zach went to watch the football and I just crashed on the sofa. I put Drag Race on and I was struggling to keep my eyes open. It just was not the vibe. So I lent into that feeling. Oh, there is a police chase happening outside of my house. Okay, they're just about gone now. But I just embraced the crash. I had a little nap. I watched Drag Race. I made myself a delicious dinner. I did like a salmon fillet with pesto pasta with loads of cherry tomatoes. It was just absolutely great. And then I had a bit of a lie-in this morning, so I'm feeling now on top of the world. The plan for this evening is to go for a drive somewhere. Basically, I got a car the other day for my birthday. I'm very excited. My first ever car at the ripe old age of 27, which is thrilling to me, mainly because Zach is a very nervous driver. He has driven us around for 2 and a bit years now in his car, and I feel sorry for the boy. It takes absolutely years off his life. Honestly, he sweats. He's stressing about a long drive a week before he has to do it. It's just not his thing. He hates it. So I'm very excited to take that burden off his shoulders, because personally, I am quite a confident person in things like this, like confident driver. Like when we got it on Monday, I went for a little spin and I just thought, let's jump in the car. Even though I've not driven for so many years, let's jump in the car and let's just do it. And it was fine. It was all good. So tonight I want to go on a bit of a longer drive just to really practice. I want to go to a little town called Otley. Now, if you don't know where I live in Leeds. I live on the outskirts of Leeds in a little leafy suburb, which is absolutely wonderful. I used to live in the city, and then last May, we moved to suburbia. So we've been here like a year and a half now, and I do not regret a thing. I absolutely love it. Yeah, I just love it. So we're going to go to a little town called Otley tonight, I think. It's like a 30-minute-ish drive from here, and it's just this gorgeous Yorkshire market town. So hopefully we'll find somewhere to maybe have dinner, then we'll drive home. It's just basically to get some practice in. I'm also planning to do some reading after this clip once I've sent an email or two, just to get some pages in, because, yeah, I don't know. I'm still iffy about when it comes to reading and my thoughts on my own reading. I embrace me being a slow reader. If you follow me anywhere, you will know that I just love reading, and I don't care how fast I'm doing it or what style I'm doing it in. But last night, for example, when I said, I'm going to do some reading tonight, and then I didn't, I don't know, I was still weirdly disappointed in myself. Like, how strange is that? So I'm hoping to get a few pages done this afternoon just to ease that kind of tension. It's something that I'm working on. I had a lovely iced latte this morning for lunch. I had a sandwich with pesto and cheese and salt and pepper, and that was delicious. So life is good. That is all I have to update you on. Life is good. I've been slowly editing through the first few clips of the vlog, and I think I'm going to record at the end like a little introduction just to say, bear with me, because I don't know, it felt a little bit rough. I felt a bit awkward. I feel a lot more comfortable today. Maybe it was just because it was a busy, stressful work environment. I started vlogging on a day where I had to travel and stay over and like be at work. So maybe that's what it was. In fact, yeah, I'm going to blame that. So just absolutely lovely day. And I'm going to do some reading, and then I'll catch you up, I guess, when we're in Otley later on, which will be fun. Last night, in the end, we didn't go to Otley. I drove us somewhere different. So when I was looking at kind of the restaurants in Otley and where we can go and what the vibe was like, I thought, this feels more like a Sunday afternoon kind of place rather than a Thursday evening. So instead we went to a little suburb of Leeds called Farsley. Now, Farsley is gorgeous. It has this place called Sunnybank Mills. Sunnybank Mills is incredible. It's kind of like a collection of converted mills with loads of independent businesses, restaurants, cafes. There's even like a venue there that we go to every few months for this drag show that we love. So we went there. We went to a pizza place called Grumpy's. It was wonderful. I had a Diet Coke and a pizza, and Zach had a glass of wine. He had this peach salad with burrata and tomatoes, and it just looked absolutely delicious. So we're going to recreate it tonight, but with a little bit of like prosciutto for some added saltiness, and he had some dough balls as well. So we had a lovely time, and then we basically just went for a little walk around because my boyfriend, if you didn't know, is an illustrator. He's a travel illustrator. He illustrates Leeds and beyond, and this little bubble of Leeds that is Farsley, this old Sunnybank Mills, it's just gorgeous. So we went around taking lots of photos for a reference picture for him to paint it, and it was just a really, really nice time, to be honest with you. But today is Friday. I've put on like exercise gear because I was like, at some point today I do need to like exercise. I need to go for a run or something. When work gets really, really busy, I just lose all motivation to exercise, and the past like 2-3 weeks have been hectic, let me tell you. But before that, it was pretty quiet, and I just got so into it. The beauty of my job is, because I am freelance, I can basically pick and choose different jobs, and because July has been so hectic, so was June, I'm thinking that maybe I can calm down a little bit in August. But it's one of those things where you're like, if I calm down, will that business and those customers come back to me? You just never know. But I kind of want August to be a little bit more for me, so I'm thinking of maybe kind of taking a bit of time off. Financially, I'll be fine to do that. It's just, will I get bored? I don't know. I'm looking after my parents' dog all of August, so I'm hoping all will be well, essentially. Today, the plan is, I've got a bit of work to do. I'm just in the bathroom now because I'm going to get ready. I'm going to do my hair, put some skincare on, a bit of fragrance, all that jazz. Yeah, do a bit of work, and then after work, I think Zach is going out again tonight. I'm looking really lonely on this vlog, but work's just been hectic and I'm just feeling less than sociable. So I just didn't really want to go out. So I decided I'm going to stay in tonight and actually do a good few hours of reading. I read a little bit more yesterday, and I really, really need this plot to progress in Homebound. It's an interesting book. The two storylines are fascinating. I love the characters, but I need these storylines to integrate a little bit more. I need to understand the purpose and what we're building towards, if you know what I mean. So that's my plan this evening. I'm probably going to hopefully read a really good chunk of that book because I've got nothing but time, basically. And I think this afternoon I'm going to do some tidying up. So I think I'm going to like put the audiobook on for a bit, maybe switch in between the two. You know how it is. Salt spray in the hair. That's literally all I do. Spritz it and then run my hand through it. And then I wash my face in the shower, put a bit of CeraVe on, and then I'm stealing some of Zach's perfume that he got for himself to take on holiday. This is from Marks and Spencer's, I believe. It's the spiced amber. It's really, really delicious. You've just seen that we had one of my favourite lunches ever. We had beans on toast, but like fancy. We got an olive sourdough. We got some nice beans, loads of grated cheese, black pepper. Like, it doesn't get any better than that. And like I said, we're going to have well, I don't know if we're going to have the salad now because Zach is going out. So we're going to recreate it either today or tomorrow. We bought the ingredients to recreate it, but whether we will or not, who knows. I also need to clean up my beard a little bit, so let me get onto that, and then later on we'll catch up once I've read a bit more so we can delve into my thoughts on the book. And I also want to talk about what I want to make on YouTube because I'm really not sure. I've got loads of ideas in my head, but I'm like, I need to curate it just a little bit. So let's do that. Hello. You join me from my bed. This is rather cozy. You're currently sat on my bedside table. It's a lot later, but I've done a lot of reading today. We are approaching the halfway mark of Homebound now. The story is heating up just a little bit. I was talking to you earlier saying that I needed a little bit more plot, and the author has introduced kind of like a third timeline, which is almost halfway through, you know, between the two 500-year kind of gaps, and that is providing a lot more context. I'm kind of piecing together what's happening, and I can see why the author has crafted it like this. It's definitely more of a developing story. You're meant to fall in love with the characters that live 500 years apart and then learn about what happened to them and how they're kind of connected. It's an interesting one. You've got to give this book a little bit of time, but it's a pretty short book. It's under 300 pages, so I'm gonna fly through another probably 30 pages tonight and then go to sleep. It's currently 10 to 11 on a Friday night and I'm already in bed. I've been in bed for about 20 minutes. Oh my goodness me. Zach did indeed go out tonight. He's at his friend's. She made them a lasagna. Again, they offered me to come, but that's why I'm in bed this early. I'm just exhausted. That whirlwind trip to London really took it out of me, so I need to recoup because we've also got a very busy weekend. Tomorrow morning we are going running. Lord have mercy. We're going to go to Park Run, which I don't know if a lot of you know what Park Run is. It's a thing here in the UK that it's all over the country, and it's basically just an organised place where people go and run a 5k on a certain time of the week. So we're going to go do that tomorrow. I've never done one before. I've done a 5k. Yes, I have. You might not believe me, but I actually have. But I've never done a park run, so I'm looking forward to it. I'm a bit nervous because I've not run in like 2 weeks, but it'll be fine. If I'm slow, I'm slow. If I have to walk, I have to walk. Tonight I had a Chinese, but not a Chinese like you expect, not like a classic British greasy Chinese. There's this place near us that does really authentic dishes. So I had this like sort of like sea shredded pork or something, which had like cabbage and grated carrot and then this really rich savoury sauce, and it was like shredded pork with some rice, and it was just really good. And I had this little pot of Malaysian like curry. They do all kinds of different dishes here, so that has like beef and potato, and it was just, oh, it was so good. It was to die for. Am I very full? Yes, I am. I've got a massive thing of water next to my bed. Oh, actually, I'll show you it because I actually bought a new water bottle. Look, this is my new hydro flask. It's a cute green colour. It matches my bedding. It's too heavy to take to the run tomorrow, but I love it. And I also got an ice machine for my birthday, so it's icy cold water. I've had about 3 of these because there's something about takeaways, the amount of salt they must put in that thing, because I was gagging for some water. I also watched the finale of RuPaul's Drag Race All-Stars Season 11. Drag Race has lost the spark for me. It's lost the magic a little bit. I'm hoping the magic comes back because I loved that TV show, and it's starting just to get a little bit like, another season. Ooh, I am tired. But yeah, I'm going to keep reading Homebound. I'll update you in the morning as to where we get to, but I'm very cozy. I bet I look pretty rough right now. Yeah, that's what I've done with my Friday night. See you in the morning. To me, Sunday mornings are just by far the best morning of the week. Oh my goodness me. I woke up probably 15 minutes ago, jumped in the shower. I've made myself a lovely iced latte. Listen to that. The best sound in the world. And I've literally just put the camera on, so I look very disheveled, but here we are. Hello, I hope you're all good. I've said that about 300 times in this video because I forget every time I put the camera on is not a fresh video for you, it's one continuous one. We are learning, people, but anyway, it still stands. I hope you're okay. Yesterday was so much fun, but the day kind of got away with us, which is one of my favourite days. You know, when you just have plans and then they extend because nobody else has separate plans after. Oh, what an absolute treat. But I'm feeling a bit tired this morning. I'm not hungover, which is always nice, but I am definitely a little bit tired. Today's an exciting day because it is my city's Pride. So Zach and I are going to pop down a little bit later on to Pride, have a little wander about. We're not going to go out, party. We're just going to go have a little wander, see some drag queens perform maybe, and just have a lovely time basically. One thing you might not know about me is that I was a barista for 3 years and I got really good at it. I worked at my university's kind of like union in the cafes there, and I'm just good with coffee. I know my stuff when it comes to coffee, and Zach and I are actually saving up for this new high-fangled coffee machine, putting like a little bit of money aside every week, and I'm very excited to buy it. It's gonna be amazing. I'm gonna be making all kinds of stuff, but today just a simple little iced latte. The weather is absolutely gorgeous today, which is lovely. I'm going to have to put my sun cream on though, because I don't want to be sunburned. I've not been bad this year because there's been a heat wave here in the UK. It's been crazy how hot it is, but I've been really good at sun cream. I always have been. I have to be because I'm a ginger. And I got a little bit burnt on my neck 2 weeks ago when I was in London, and I've been so hyper-conscious of it ever since. I've been like, nope, I'm not doing that. I'm not letting that happen. Let's talk about books though. When it comes to books, I know when I'm really enjoying a book because I do just set more time to that book. I will find the time to read it and I'll be excited to read it. Homebound, I'm not there yet, but also I don't want to DNF it, if that makes sense. I'm not ready to like put it down like at all, like no, because I want to know what's happening. I want to know how things are connected, but I'm not driven to read it, if you know what I mean. I'm in that kind of intersection. It's a fun, lovely book. I'm enjoying the storyline. I'm fascinated by the characters, but I'm not compelled to pick it up at every moment I get, which is interesting. Not great for my verse reading vlog, is it? But it'll be fine. My favourite character in it is Yesiko, who is the character I told you about, who has a boat on the earth when it is covered in water, and she goes diving onto like vessels that have sunk or buildings that have sunk, and she finds treasure and goes to sell it. She's an older lady, and I always find myself drawn to older female characters in books, especially ones that have this really tough surface, and they slowly kind of break that surface down as the author goes through the novel. So she's by far my favourite, and I would read a novel just about her. But like I said, there is lots of different timelines now. It started off just 2, then they introduced a 3rd, and now they've introduced a 4th. So yeah, you've got to keep your wits about you with this book. However, I did try the audiobook and I didn't like it. There are some timelines and some chapters and lore, basically. There's like a timeline all about lore, and that's told, I guess, from the perspective of a computer or a robot. And the audiobook is very much in staccato. It's like, and then we went to this place, and I was like, I cannot listen to this for 20 minutes, this chapter. Like, it was so like, did, and I was like, no, not for me, thank you. So I put the audiobook down, so it's just a physical read, which is fine. I don't mind that, it's fine. I've also done a lot of thinking. God, this has been a reflective 5 minutes I've been chatting. I've done a lot of thinking on how I want vlogs and reading vlogs to go. I'm thinking of how I integrate this, because I love this dynamic where at the front of the day I share how many pages I read in that day, and then you watch my reading progress and all that jazz. But I think this one I've done a few too many vlog elements and kind of life catch-up bits. So I'm thinking every week I'll do a video like this, probably a bit shorter and more succinct and book focused. So it will be all about what I'm reading that week, how many pages, what I thought about it. Very few kind of bits and bobs about my life, but I also want to do a kind of day in the life every week where we get a bit more personal, we get a bit more chatty, we talk about coffee and movies as well as books and clothes and food and all that kind of jazz. Isolate that into one day, if that makes sense. I think that would be really nice. So have a weekly vlog ongoing, but less personal and more about just the books, and then have one day a week where we share like personal updates, if that makes sense. But then again, I also want to integrate sit down chatty videos, so like this but longer and about books and deep dives. So I think that's going to be the plan. But I definitely want my how many books can I read in a week to be a series, if that makes sense. And then we'll integrate all kinds of other lovely bits about it. But who knows, maybe nobody will watch this video, maybe I'm talking into the ether. Okay, so plan now is to go and sort my hair out, because Lord, look at it. It's to do my skincare. It's to slowly get ready for Pride, probably put some reading vlogs on YouTube, on TV, watch them, and just have a lovely morning. That is my plan. Happy Monday. Do you remember when I said in my last vlog clip that we're not going to go out for Pride? We're not going to go party. Just going to go and have a nice look. I lied. I deeply lied. We had a really good time. We went out. Yeah, we stayed out too long. We had too much to drink. So it's a very tricky Monday working from home. But it's also the last day of this first reading vlog, which is crazy. I've learned an awful lot. I have learned an awful lot about how I want to vlog, how I'm going to piece vlogs together. It's all been very, very interesting, very educational, but I hope you've had a good time at least. Now, I am going to make some dinner. We're having salmon, potatoes, leeks, just our favourite little dinner really, which I'm very excited for because I'm absolutely starving right now. Work has been so stressful, people. It's just one of those times where I'm just thinking, like, as a freelancer, I'm self-employed. I work different contracts for different brands, different agencies, different companies, and I'm working this contract at the minute, and honestly, it's just been one of those contracts. And it's interesting, within my industry, there seems to be a lot of trickier contracts. Some of them, I have some incredible clients. They are absolute angels sent from above. But sometimes this industry just doesn't respect freelancers. Yeah, that's how I feel right now. Like, I don't know. I don't feel very good. I think the hangover coupled with work has left me feeling a little bit flat, but I'm not going to end this vlog on a nasty note. I'm going to be happy. I'm going to make some dinner and we're all going to be okay. I'm convincing myself, okay? I'm convincing myself. I didn't read much of Homebound yesterday, as you could probably imagine, but I think we've done okay this week in terms of pages. We've done about average, and that is what I really wanted to get across, like an average week of reading for me. I'm not going to be reading a book every single week. Sometimes I read half a book. This week I've read about 3/4 of a book. I'll probably finish it tomorrow and then move on to my next read. So it's just one of those things where sometimes I don't read a full book in a week, and that is absolutely okay. I still love books. I still love reading. That's the be all and end all of it, in all honesty. The time is now. What is the time? I've had a full day. It's 8 o'clock exactly. So yes, I'm going to put dinner on. I'm going to listen to the audiobook. Even though I said I wasn't a fan of the audiobook, I think I'm just going to push through whilst I'm making dinner. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. My main issue was that staccato robot chapter. So if I get to one of those chapters, I'm going to stop, read the physical, and then get back on it. Because those chapters are pretty small, but oh my god, it's just infuriating listening to that staccato voice whilst I am listening. Oh, not for me. I'm just hoping a book, some nice dinner will cheer me up, because today has been rough. Today has been